Okay, so my next ornament are these little daisies. So Dollar Tree twine, and I have a pack of black buttons. I think these were like $1.97 for 50 or 80, or it was a lot. This black buttons from the craft section at Walmart. So that and our glue gun, and that's all I need. So what I did is just kind of grip this like this. I'm gonna spread my fingers out a little bit, wrap it around 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And tie it. Lay that little wad right there. And do it again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Piece to tie it. Fan it out a little. Okay, so now that I have them kind of spread out, fanned out, I'm just going to glue the first one to the second one, and I'm going to lay this one like this and this one like this. I'm not gonna lie, my mom made these and I made this one. Mine's a little more wild. But I am gonna put the button on. And you could do these with any kind of buttons. You could do colorful buttons if you want. I just think that this is gonna match my tree best. So that took about, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe, and I was talking the whole time. So now I have 6 of those, and I'll be adding those to my tree. Okay, this is our supply list for each tree. We have 6 squares that are 2 by 2, and you could do all in one color or alternating colors, whatever fits your color scheme. I have 9 that are 1 3/4. I have 6 that are 1 1/2. I have 6 that are 1 1/4, 6 that are 1 inch square. I have 6 that are 3/4 of an inch square, and I have 6 little 1/2 inch square guys. I also have a scrap. We're going to fashion this to make a trunk. You will also need, I'm going to use floral wire, but you could also use an embroidery needle and some heavy-duty thread or crochet thread. Okay, so I'm going to be using floral wire. This is Dollar Tree floral wire. One little ring of this will last a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this scrap of fabric. It is about 3/4 of an inch, give or take. It's not perfect, it's just a scrap. But what I'm going to do is I made a little hook here. So if you were doing this with a needle and thread, you would just kind of do it like a button But what I'm going to do is I'm going to weave this in. Possibly easier said than done. But I'm going to weave it in and out until I get all the way through. I have seen other tutorials where they kind of rolled it. This is just what Mom and I came up with on our craft night. It is also a little fiddly trying to do it around the camera, but I found that this is the best angle to make sure that I am in frame. I'm not very coordinated. That probably plays into it too. I'm just naturally not a very coordinated person. It really comes down to I was too lazy to go get needle and thread, because I'm sure somewhere in my craft cabinet have a heavy-duty needle. Sometimes crafting is trial and error. If I make another one, I may go in the other room and get thread. Alright, so I'm just going to straighten it out, pushing it all the way down. It really wasn't that it was that hard to do. It was really more, I think, the angle that I was doing it at was not the best. So I am going to come back once my glue gun gets hot, put a little dab of glue to make sure that that stays secure, and probably cut that little flap off because I should have went a little bit further in. Okay, so the first one that we are going to put on, we're going to do these, which are the 1 3/4. We have 9 of those. Everything else we have 6 of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread right through the middle 3 of those. This is going to kind of start the base of our tree. Don't worry about getting them laying perfect when you're first putting them on, because we're going to kind of do it a little bit loose so they can be twisted so they lay nice. This also probably depends on what type of felt you have. Some felt is stiffer than others, and I think if this were the stiffer felt, the floral wire would probably work a little bit better. Okay, so you do want to push them down. You just don't want to scrunch them down really hard. Kind of leave them a little bit loose. So now we're going to go in with our 2-inch square. We're going to load all 6 of those on. Kind of like stringing beads. Just get them on there and then we can adjust them once we get them on. Alright, I'm going to get the rest of my squares loaded up and I will be right back. Okay, so I have all of my felt on my wire. Again, now that I did this, I do recommend doing it with crochet thread or heavy duty like embroidery thread, something like that. I'm going to turn a light on and maybe we can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so I did just put a little dab of glue right there to secure it. Again, if you're doing it with thread, then you would just do it like a buttonhole, kind of go in that bottom piece and back up. So now I'm going to secure the top. Like I said, you can kind of move these around. They're not lying exactly the way that you want them to. I am pretty happy with my tree though. So, and I just used some scraps that I had. Seen something similar to this on Pinterest. It wasn't exactly like it, but I thought it was really cute. And they did a star on top of theirs. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these jingle bells. I think there was 32 in a package at Dollar Tree for just $1. I'm going to slide that on there and take these needle nose pliers. Just going to kind of curl this down I don't want to squish my tree too much, but I'm going to leave a loop in the back because I'm going to tie a piece of jute on to actually string it on my tree. So it really wasn't that hard. It was fiddling with it from the wrong angle and not using the right tools to get the job done. But there is my felt tree, and the video that went up on December 1st shows this hanging on my tree. So I will link that below so you can see all of the ornaments that I made, and then you can follow along and watch me do the tutorials on all of them. I'll be posting all throughout December up until Christmas to have all of my ornament DIYs.